Hello everyone, the famous Austin Galactic here, and today I'm going to be reading chapters 10 and 11 for my book, Nebula and Quasar, The Search to Save the Sun. Now, since I read 9 chapters about the dual's start of the mission to collect magmanite, as well as, if not, the replacement batteries for the replacement sun and all 4 of the planets, such as Planet H.2 Arctic, Planet Greenworld, Planet Sahara, and Planet Gigalantica. This is going to take place back in Neotopia. But this time, it's in a location far away from Comet City, where the mission finally begins. In this case, it's the final mission. So, with further ado, I'll begin the chapters. Chapter 10, Escape Junction. Heading back to Neotopia, home to Comet City and its population of 359.88 dual-centillion people due to the number of 179.94 Novum quadrilateral skyscrapers and even buildings to begin with, Nebula and Quasar arrived just in time to head for the final trip. As they got to the Comet City federal government in time, Stone Cold came to alert them on what was going on at the outside of the complex. "Hey Chief, what's going on? Is there something wrong that seems to be happening as a result?" said Quasar, who was questioning Stone Cold about what was going on based on the mission to collect all of the 10 magmanite drops, worth 50 billion years of energy for all of the planets and somehow stop Xeno from reaching to the sun. "Well, something is not wrong with you, Nebula and Quasar. Unfortunately, Nova is having a fight with not only one of the aliens, but also she is fighting with Starstra against a monster named Hazard, who made his way onto the escape junction. More aliens have also been deployed to completely counterattack them as a complete assault. So, you need to be very careful out there, people. Just head there and I'll see how well it will turn out before you start on the final mission. And that is to stop that Xeno. Good luck," said Stone Cold. "Don't worry, Chief. I will do whatever it takes along with Nebula to continue on for the missions that I believe will be potential for us and all to keep going, since time that we have depends on the potential to keep going and serve our galaxy for justice, haiku, and even liberty for all," said Quasar, who was adopting some patriotism to help better himself and be able to do whatever it took with determination and action for the galaxy. "Strong words, Quasar." "Definitely strong words," said Stone Cold. As Nebula and Quasar managed to get back in the rocket ship, they drove for 20 miles in order to head to the escape junction as soon as possible. As they did, they got out of the flying spaceship and parked it right on the spot where it might be secure. As they managed to land on the ground, they saw numerous aliens sent by Xeno surrounding them completely as the duo managed to land on the spot. "Shoot, it's one of Xeno's aliens that was sent out. Now they are completely surrounding us as a result. Is there any way that we can do to outsmart the aliens as a result and be able to head to one of Xeno's spaceships in order to thwart his plan to get the sun and take it away from us?" said Quasar, who was looking at numerous aliens that needed to be taken down before helping Nova with stopping Hazard, one of the most known monsters that was known to threaten anyone based on size. "Well, I would say, Quasar, the only way is to shoot lasers without space race and be able to take them down with many as possible, since it is our goal for many," said Nebula, who was discussing a tactic while being surrounded by aliens by Xeno. "I wonder how it would turn out once we were able to take all of them down completely and continue on with the mission as always," said Quasar, who was continuing to think about what Nebula and Quasar himself needed to do based on the final part of the mission and with the tactics that were required to keep going. "It will go as we planned to, Quasar. We have faith in each other no matter what goes in our way as a result," said Nebula, who was reassuring him based on matters that could be potential to make a turn for the better after they were completely done with what they needed to do. Proceeding to fight against them, they managed to fire as many lasers as possible. Shooting upwards and downwards, they managed to fire hundreds of millions and even treated zillions of lasers against them in one battling move. From fighting down one or two groups of an estimated 180 Novum quadrilateral aliens by another, they managed to outsmart them by any other tactic that was proven potential based on strategies given based on the training by the Comet City Police Department and subsequent law enforcement agency that was about to be revealed after the mission that will be done as a result. Managing to fight, they proceeded to fire shots of more than 292.88 Novum quadrilateral lasers straight from the spaceway, one after the next, proving it potentially possible when it came to fighting against evil aliens by Zeno. Here they come. We just need to keep fighting until the last group of aliens are done for and with the potential to help Nova as possible, said Quasar, who was continuing to fight the aliens in one group of Novan quadrilaterals after another, shooting lasers. Over 179.992 Novan quadrilateral aliens sent by Zeno were taken down and presumably attacked and even shot by each of the lasers, causing them to be unconscious based on the number of years, ranging from 100 million to 287 duodecillion years on matters. Just keep fighting for a little longer and then we will be able to keep on fighting, said Nebula. Then, with most of the aliens by Zeno now down and going straight up to 97.200 Novum quadrilateral, it was time for them to keep on attacking while running to get to see Nova and Starshore in order for them to help them with fighting against Hazard. Alright, now's the time to start attacking them while we begin to run for Nova and Starshore and even for the final mission to begin with, since we need to destroy that Zeno once and for all, said Quasar, who was now ready to make a dash in Junkyard Junction, even at its finest to begin with. Managing to dash into certain places that were easy enough for them to start moving on to Nova and Starstraw, Nebula and Quasar managed to start running while shooting them all in order to get to Nova and Starstraw. As they shot hundreds of Nova quadrilaterals of lasers at the aliens, they felt that it might be too late since there would be something that could come to bite them immediately and do things a whole much worse than compared to what had happened in the past when Nebula and Quasar were incompensated to begin with. As they managed to keep on going by sprinting and any other measures taken, they were able to take down all of the aliens that managed to surround them, and with the potential, they managed to run to see Nova and Starstrong fighting against Hazard in any way possible. Nice work, Nebula, said Quasar as he was congratulating Nebula in a respectful tone. As he was congratulating Nebula based on certain matters. You too, Quasar, said Nebula in a respectful tone. So, in the meantime, I'll pause here. This is Officer Stone Cold. Anybody, can you give a status report on the total number of aliens by Zeno taken down? Said Stone Cold, who was calling them from his telephone to the transmitters on the space race. Sure, Chief. We have successfully taken down an estimated 820 Novum quadrilateral aliens, and now we are ready to carry on fighting Hazard to the final touchdown, said Quasar, who was joining in his response. Good job, Rookie. Now all we need to do is take down any Novum quadrilateral aliens on the escape harbor, which has to be done with being chased by the aliens, and then any Novum quadrilateral more on one of Zeno's ships. Can you do that? Said Stone Cold as he was advising Nebula and Quasar what to do once the aliens were taken down. Roger that, Chief. Yes. We will take them down and be able to stop him, said Quasar, as he was hanging up the call from the transmitter that was used to have for the communication with one of the 298 Nova quadrilateral government employees working for the Comet City federal government completely. As they headed to the site where Nova and Starship were, they managed to get their weapons ready to help them until they saw Hazard at the same time. Looking at it in surprise, Hazard was this monster that was also in black and had the potential to shoot pricks and even spice at people while using heads with pricks attached also. To make it even worse, Hazard was sent from Zeno and was built like a tank to cause more trouble along the way. Oh man. This spot seems real hard to take down. There has to be sort of way, since we can use our hands for fighting. There has to be some fighting tactic that can destroy its impenetrable armor, since it is resistant to some explosives, said Quasar, who was trying to think about the best way to fight Hazard. Why not combine lasers with explosives? Be able to tackle him down. It should work, Quasar. Trust me on this one, said Nebula. Yeah, Nebula. I think I will know what is coming for most of us, said Quasar, who was now ready to find some explosives that would be capable to tackle at Hazard. So I'll improve that and destroy him completely as possible, said Quasar. As he managed to find many explosives to hurl at Hazard, Nebula and Quasar worked with Nova and started to stop Hazard by engaging in explosives that were capable enough to attacking Hazard completely and even into bits. Managing to attack, Nebula, Nova, and Quasar managed to shoot hundreds of Nova Trigontones and even Nova Quadrigontones of lasers while using the explosives found on the floor, which were capable of causing lots of destruction to certain areas to a complete extent and based on what needed to be done. Nova, who was even surprised and even proud to see what her siblings could do, since now they have fully understood what it came to certain missions. I'm proud of you, Nebula and Quasar. Keep doing that. What you can do in order for us to keep going, said Nova, who was showing her pride and support for Nebula and Quasar against Hazard. Proceeding to fight against Hazard, all four of the individuals involved proceeded to fight against Hazard completely. Fighting lasers completely in the Nova Trigontones and Nova Quadrigontones, Hazard was about to defeat them once and for all. Unfortunately, due to Quasar's actions against Hazard and being able to take them down, Hazard was blasted into space in the IPF solar system. Once he was defeated, Nebula and Quasar felt that it was almost time. However, as time would pass, an evil alien that encountered them proceeded to start attacking them, leading them to completely also attack them. As it attacked, the villain newly dodged 187 Nova Quadrigonton lasers fired by the duel. Then, with the intent to escape to an object that would soon become a trap, the villain left a skull on Quasar's face, and which at Nebula and Nova, Quasar was only infuriated and outraged, but also furious that Nova and Nebula let the villain get away with it. How could you not defeat this villain as a complete freaking result? Screamed Quasar, with his behavior being short-tempered and with his crew at a low level. Quasar, it's not a big deal. He just escaped. There was no need to keep fighting, said Nebula, who was trying to show Quasar that it was not much of a problem. Oh yes, it is. Every time I get into an encounter with a villain, you always want to help me because of it, said Quasar, whose anger was reaching at a boiling point to it. Sooner or later, the siblings would get into a massive fight that would involve the both of them completely as a result. So at that time, I will pause here. So I need to make sure I have my voice ready. Chapter 11, Fights and Tribulations. Began to fight each other due to the villain that caused Quasar to have a skull straight on his face. Nebula and Quasar proceeded to fight each other, with Quasar fighting 50,000 all the way to 287 Nova Quadrigonton lasers, while Nebula, in complete retrospect, managed to fight 303 Nova Quadrigonton lasers completely. As they fought, they proceeded to even use punches and even slaps straight on the face completely. As time went, for it to pass completely, it would be too late as Quasar was the first to get angry at Nebula. Then Nebula second, Nova third, and even Starstruck fourth. As the fight lasted for more than 40 hours due to shouting and yelling at each other, Nova had completely enough. Proceeded to head to Quasar. Nova managed to slap Quasar in the face completely as a result. Hey, why did you do that? Said Quasar as the fight between Quasar and Nebula were completely over. I had enough with you two fighting. You need to set boundaries, and that will apply to you, Quasar. If that fighting happens again, you're grounded. And that means no video games, and no team for you, and no social lives. Do you understand? Nova in complete anger. Angered by this, Quasar decided that it was time that that he ran away from what had happened due to the fighting as well as the forces that blamed most to him. That said, I had enough as well, said Quasar, as he was about to start running. As he ran, he found a place where everyone would not see him, and as he did, he looked at everyone with complete anger. However, due to the thing that he had which would put upon him, and even with the consequences that he had to overcome. As a result, he had tears while he was sobbing. Then, after shedding multiple tears and even regretting about what had happened, and with the potential to admit that everything he did was wrong, he broke down crying and started to cover his face with tears, and even all the past memories of the conflicts that he had between himself and Nova and Nebula. As time would pass, Nebula and Nova, who were searching for Quasar, looked everywhere to find where he would exactly be based on matters. Quasar, where are you? We just need to find you so that way we can see what's going on, said Nova. After 10 minutes of searching, Nebula and Nova proceeded to find Quasar, who was still crying with tears in his eyes and even with the hands now on his head in a complete meltdown. So I'll pause here for a moment because I need to make some revisions. Seeing this, Nebula was the first to walk to Quasar and ask him something. Hey Quasar, are you okay? What's wrong? Said Nebula as she was talking to Quasar about what was going on and what happened. Quasar, who was looking at Nebula and Nova, that had more tears in his eyes and proceeded to talk to them. It's nothing to say, but after all of those years of me bullying you, causing trouble, we're still trying to scold us, even with Nova yelling at me because of the bad stuff I did, it just hurts me so much completely. I was jealous of people based on how much I worked. I wanted nothing more than you succeed. I thought I was doing more good, but all I did was push you away. I'm so sorry, Nebula and Nova. Just don't hurt me, said Quasar. As he was about to cry again with the same nuclear meltdown, Nebula and Nova, who felt bad and concerned for Quasar, since he also wanted to become promoted, decided that it was best to comfort him and be able to help him out with the mission completely. Hey Quasar, it's okay. We accept your apology, and we will forgive you no matter what comes in our way. We are siblings to help each other and do whatever it will take to start saving this galaxy forevermore. And we are also sorry for what you had to go through, said Nebula, who was assuring Quasar that there will always be another chance for them to start participating in the mission completely. How to be honest, I will always make it up to you, Nebula. All the siblings, we have a love relationship with each other, and that is the fact that I love you, Nebula. You're more beautiful than any other, said Quasar, who also admitted to have a crush on Nebula despite the fact they were siblings to each other. Well, whether it's something that we have never talked about, then I love you too, Quasar. You're the man of my dreams, that I've always ever met in my life, and even in the complete cosmos as a result, said Nebula, who was loving to Quasar completely as a result. When the words explained to each other as always, the duo then embraced each other in a hug due to the love that they have always expressed. Even the common city and its sheer number of 179.94 Nova quadrilateral skyscrapers and even buildings as a complete result. As Nova saw them hugging each other, she was very happy and even so glad to see how they had a love for each other, just like Nova and Starstraw. Oh, that's so lovely of you too. I've never seen someone fall in love completely with someone that I knew would be a sibling to this day, said Nova, who was expressing her gratitude for the duo that had found love with one another. After that, Nebula and Quasar, along with Nova and Starstraw, also reconciled with one another based on what they needed to forget. Now after that, the duo, along with Nova and Starstraw, proceeded to head into the Escape Junction harbor, where over an estimated 80 Nova quadrilateral aliens guarded the base completely as a result. This time, it was up for all four of them to start taking them down with Nebula and Quasar completely at the touch. So that will be the end of chapters 10 to 11. And also, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the famous Ozzy Galactin. More videos will be coming soon as I continue to read the entire book. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.